Oops.
Hello, here we are at the Encompass space just before Christmas. The snow, the beautiful mountains. Laurel will take some photos after. This space is awesome. And I walked down from the top of the highway. Instead of going in the woods because it could be frosty, I walked down School Road and it wasn't slippery. But what I was able to do was drop by the health unit and say hello to all my colleagues who were there. And it was so lovely. So I left the health unit really feeling in my heart that it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go. So thank you for being here, you two, and we'll go and have coffee after. Bye and Merry Christmas.
I'm really inspired that you walk.
Yeah, I am too. I think that's amazing.
Oh, fun. You look great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect.
So,
Yeah.
the name of my story is Olive and the Sally Ann. It was pouring rain, and I was sheltering under cover in front of London Drugs, ringing the bells for the Salvation Army. A lady walked by with a baby in a snuggly, pushing a baby carriage. And beside her, a big black lab walked beside her, very wet and looking very cold. The lady said the dog's name was Olive. She tied Olive to a pole and went inside London Drugs. Olive looked so sad, sorrowful, and forlorn as she watched her mum leave. She turned around and looked at me, hoping for an explanation as to why her mummy just left her. Her big, sad, sorrowful eyes looked right into my soul. She watched all the shoppers leaving London Drugs, looking for her mum. There must have been 5 or 6 shoppers that passed by in a couple of moments. 1 or 2 people passed by me, standing a few feet away, in 5 minutes. There was something wrong with this picture. What could I do to entice the shoppers to come over with me? To me. Suddenly, the obvious became obvious. I had to go and stand beside Olive. She looks at people and melts their heart. People give money. It's obvious. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Her mum walks out of London Drugs and unties Olive. I have to get her attention. I need to talk with her. Hello, Olive's mom. Hello. Hello. I need to talk with you. Hello. And she looks up at me and says, I really need to speak to you a moment if you don't mind. She says, I don't have any cash to give you. I said, I'm not going to talk to you about that. Well, she grudgingly pushes the baby carriage over to me. And Olive follows along quite happily, knowing that she's going to get some pats from me. We're becoming friends. Mom comes to me and I say to her, Olive looked so sad, sorrowful, and forlorn when you were in London Drugs. And
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that was great. They're just doing a big circle, I think. I think they're the geese that, they always hang out at the marina. And maybe, yeah. I think they're going south. Okay.
I told Mom, Olive looked so sad, sorrowful, and forlorn when she was in London Drugs. And Mom says, yes, she does that to everyone. Melts people's hearts. She does that to me all the time. I'd really like to borrow Olive. and so she could sit beside me tomorrow. If I could borrow Olive for tomorrow for a couple of hours, so she could sit beside me, and people stop and pat her, and she will melt people's hearts, and then they'll give money. I promise I'll take very good care of her, and it'll only be for a couple of hours. If you don't mind, I'd really like to borrow her, and I'll be right here at London Drug, just where you had her on the pole. Well, the mother bursts out laughing. I know that Olive melts people's hearts. She does that to me all the time. But I'm sorry, I cannot let you borrow Olive. No, I really have to go. I sadly watched them leave, hoping Olive would turn back to say goodbye to me. She didn't. So I continue ringing the bells. They're playing a very sad song now. Then suddenly I noticed a crowd of children and teens walking towards me. Each one comes up and puts a $5 bill in the kettle and say, "This is from Olive." Well, my eyes filled with tears. Then I realized at that moment that Olive didn't need to be here to make people give, just her love. Merry Christmas, Olive. Hope to see you again one day.
Oh,
Merry Christmas,
lovely.
everybody.
Well, you
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had lived it a lot,
You
but
got that message at the end.
It's great.
yeah,
She really put that love into place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you got it.
that's the part that I forgot last time.
Yes.
But
No,
anyway.
you really got
Yeah.
the story
Yes.
this
Well,
time, right?
yes.
I'm in the frame, right?
Yes.
Am I in the frame?
You are indeed. And
Okay.
it's great.
Okay, great.
I'm used to my fingers hurting, so no, we're going.
Okay.
That warm. Going that warm. It's me and the geese and the Christmas star and the snow, and it's solstice, and that's why the camera's here. Is this special time of year that really is the birth of hope for all of us when we think of, we can tell the cycle, the days getting shorter and shorter, and the sun gets lower and lower, and less light, and life can feel that way sometimes, that things are compressing or maybe closing in on us a little bit, or somehow we've lost the momentum for what was keeping our hearts bright and lively and excited and in relationships. And you can sometimes notice there's that feeling, a bit of a shadowy feeling, a feeling of things shutting down a little bit. Well, what does that mean when that happens? It could be that there's a lot just below the surface that's ready to, it's just beginning to make an appearance, that's getting ready. There's a feeling of really good things, better than ever, just about to happen. And it's all wrapped up in, of course, the Christmas message, which is part of the solstice. It's all blended in together. The message of goodwill, of cheer, of resting, of comfort and joy and peace. All those words that we hear in all the carols all this time of year. And about the birds still singing and chirping. And we're so alive and so responsive. The geese just went by. The geese were honking and circling, and even this frosty weather, it makes us tingle. It brings the blood rushing to my fingertips, to the end of my nose. Makes me feel so alive and so vital. It all is connected. It's all just waiting to happen. in a large sense, it already has happened. All those hopes, those dreams, those the things that we really enjoy and get really excited about, in some sense, they're already on the horizon. They're already on the brink. They're already just right there. And that's part of, I think, what we celebrate. And that's what I celebrate too, is just continuous unfolding possibilities and finding that path, through the dark feelings, through the shadowy times, just keeping my eyes on that light of knowing that the days are going to get longer, the sun's coming back, things are going to happen and unfold in just a beautiful way. And I think that for me, celebrating solstice has become part of celebrating Christmas. It's adding another layer, the layer of nature rejoicing, and heaven and earth rejoice, and heaven and earth rejoice, and heaven and earth rejoice.
You're going south. Thank you.